you just hear gunshots, and everybody just takes off running. Before I know it, I can't feel my leg, and I just fall to the ground.
Police believe it was a targeted hit. They're leaving the light on for a new owner at one motel chain. CBS's Matt Piper.
Hotel 6 will be under new management soon. Parent company Blackstone has agreed to sell the hotel chain to India-based Oya in a deal worth $525 million. The agreement includes the company's Studio 6 locations and is expected to be wrapped by the end of the year. There are more than 1,400 Motel 6 locations across the U.S. and Canada.
California Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a bill into law closing a legal loophole that's allowed more plastic bags to wind up in landfills there. Lawmakers passed legislation 10 years ago banning them at stores and checkout lines, but there was no provision for reusable plastic and high-density polyethylene bags. S&P futures up at 8. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE. 877-64-BIBLE.
You can get another batch of free COVID tests from the government
The
now.
Department of Health and Human Services says the tests will be available for home delivery later this month. The exact date has not yet been set. To order, you can go to covidtests.gov. Officials say it's a good idea to order ahead of the holidays to avoid getting COVID at a time when family and friends gather for celebrations. And also, just to be forewarned, while most Americans have some degree of immunity from prior infections or vaccinations or both, that protection does wane over time. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
This season's WNBA Rookie of the Year came up short in Indiana's first playoff game.
On a step back, there's a three.
Caitlin Clark finished with 11 points in the Fever's 93-69 loss to Connecticut. She won that Rookie of the Year award earlier in the day. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
I'm going to let you in on a little wireless hack that can cut your cell phone bill in half every single month. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, they want you to believe that you need unlimited data so they can overcharge you. Well, here's the fact. Most of you are buying way more data than you'll ever need. Now, PureTalk, my cell phone company, only charges you for data that you actually need. For example, $25 a month, you can get unlimited talk, unlimited text, and 5 gigs of data plus mobile hotspot. $25. And did you know you do 5 gigs of data? Or you can browse the internet for 135 hours, stream 1,000 songs, and watch 10 hours of video. Stop overpaying for wireless. Get 5G coverage with PureTalk. Just dial #250, say the keyword save now. Check in with one of PureTalk's U.S. customer service team members. No contract to sign, no activation fee, and you can even keep your phone and your phone number. #250, keyword save now. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month from PureTalk.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack.
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. It is, well, in case you didn't know it, September is National Recovery Month. The focus is on the thousands of Alabamians that find the courage and the strength to reclaim their lives from mental illness and substance use. The Council on Substance Abuse is helping individuals, families, and the community to start the discussion about substance use disorder. So if you are experiencing mental illness or a substance use disorder, COSA, the Council on Substance Abuse, that's right, have events scheduled throughout the month. They are free and open to the public. So if you or any family member need help, please call 334-262-1629 or go to COSANCADD.org for the help that you need on recovery and healing. Get information today, get help today. All you have to do is call this number, 334-262-1629, or go to COSANCADD.org. We'll be right back.
Began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at blindster.com.
Miles to our Monday will give way to a warm afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid to low 90s with a mainly sunny sky. Few fair with the clouds and a west breeze today. Tonight we'll see lows in the 70s and 60s under a partly cloudy sky. More sunshine, more warm temperatures for Tuesday, but we're expecting clouds to build and better rain chances mid to late week. Along with the rain comes a little bit cooler temperatures.
And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Got a couple of things going on, so please use caution. 65 northbound, mile marker 192. Trying to move that out of the highway now. And Troy Highway at Bell Road. We've got an accident at that location. And Old Selma Road at the West Boulevard. Minor accidents now reported around the capital city, so be careful in all those areas. The lowest tax rates in Alabama, they're at McKinnon Nissan. Plus, you'll get $6,300 off on a Nissan Altima and $4,000 off Nissan Sentras. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Tragedy strikes in the Magic City. 4 people dead, several others injured after a mass shooting in Birmingham Saturday night. Birmingham police announced the names of 3 of the 4 victims. Police say the shooting wasn't random, but a targeted attack. New information in the case of a deadly hit and run last week. Police say MPD was never notified by 911 about the fatal traffic crash that took the life of 24-year-old Quantarius Thompson. A car ran a red light on Norman Bridge Road Tuesday, hitting and killing him. Police located the man they believe is responsible, but haven't said what charges he may face. All eyes on the tropics. Our meteorologists are monitoring an area of interest in the Caribbean Sea that could develop this week. For updates and the latest, download the free WSFA First Alert weather app. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your Monday morning headlines.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, the price of everything seems to be going up and up, and that makes affordability a real problem. Well, I don't accept that, and neither should you. That's why I'm turning September into Acceptember. Matt Parsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales. And if you hate your old ride, don't accept the status quo, because if you're tired of high prices and high payments, just say no. Only during Acceptember. Plus, you could save up to $3,000 on a nicer, newer car, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're all about acceptance and affordability. My solution specialists accept all kinds of situations with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. We'll help you find a vehicle you'll love for a monthly payment that fits your budget. So don't accept a car you hate. Only during September. Remember, it's your chance to save up to $3,000 on a car you love. But hurry, a deal this accepting won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these great rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
Skip the DIY and get your window treatments done right the very first time with Just Blinds in Prattville. For over 35 years, Just Blinds has been the trusted source for quality window treatments. Whether it be plantation shutters, blinds, shades, outdoor shades, or custom drapery, Just Blinds offers complimentary in-home consultations in the Montgomery, Prattville, Lake Martin, and Auburn areas. I'm Ben Myers with Just Blinds in Prattville, and I want to invite you to visit our Prattville showroom or online at gojustblinds.com.
For 65 years, Guardian Credit Union has been your trusted financial partner, and now we're proud to extend that trust further by introducing Guardian Insurance Services. Whether protecting your home, car, or even your business, we've got the coverage that fits your needs. Our team is here to guide you every step of the way with the personalized service you know and love. Call 334-819-7555 for a free quote today. Guardian Insurance Services, building on 65 years of trust, now safeguarding your future.
Shannon, how can you let the people in Montgomery know about what Daddy does? You mean tell people he's a foot doctor? Yeah, a podiatrist. There's gotta be a way to spread the word about the surgeries he does and stuff. You mean like bunions and hammer toes? Yeah, and treating heel pain and feet and horns. Like that time that lady had fungus in her toenails and they started looking better? I just want people to know that my dad, Dr. Brian Keeley, can be seen without a referral and he accepts most insurances. You should probably give them the phone number, 265-7585. Yeah, 265-7585. I just said that. Well, let's say it again. 265-7585. Maybe we should tell them our offices are in Montgomery and Greenville. You just did.
Greenville.
Like us on Facebook at Greenville Foot Care. And remember, happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
When someone drives up to your house, generally the first thing they see is your driveway, your invitation. Someday when you sell your home, your driveway will be the first to speak for how well you've maintained this investment. Hi, this is Tom Latham with Penny Earned and Concrete Technologies. Call us today for all of your concrete needs, your driveway and your swimming pool, as well as complete outdoor living areas, fire pits, fireplaces, stamped and patterned patios, retainer walls, and drainage systems to complete the outdoor living area. Our team's been together for many years, and our goal is to be the best. We have ideas to share and hundreds of pictures on Facebook posted for your viewing. For years, you've seen our trucks in your streets and our signs in your neighbors' yards. Isn't it time you called 334-284-9292? And do follow us on Facebook for hundreds of pictures of current and past projects. Call Penny Earn today, 334-284-9292. 334-284-9292.
Penny and Concrete, beautiful changes.
Is the voice of the conservative millennial. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine if you can. Because it's one more day, one more, that you're on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread. That's how we get things started around here. Word from on high, something that'll change your perspective. I'll give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. It is November the 23rd, 2024. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, No Longer a Foreigner. Our scripture insight today is taken from Ephesians 2, 8 through 13, and 17 to 22. And we started off with Ephesians 2 and 19, which reads, You are no longer foreigners and strangers, but fellow citizens with God's people. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, It is September the 23rd. It is a day, well, as September the 23rd, 2024. It is a day that has never been. It is also a day that will never, ever be again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get a do over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day, and you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back to undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, charity, and love of God, we may, I am not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day that is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can't. Because somewhere along your life journey, somebody did the same for you. A hand to lift you up, a heart that cares, a smile that said, it's going to be okay, and a hug that says, we'll love you no matter what. You must do the same for somebody else on your life journey. Let's get it done. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is an absolutely stupendous day, a special day, because we're all still alive. Good morning to you, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine. Time to get up. Our daily bread is next. I'll be back.
aliens in a foreign land. You made a place for us in your family. As we encounter other lost souls, may we tell them about your gift of salvation and that you have a place for them as well. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks so much for listening today. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Okay, no PT this morning. We got to get to the student of the week, applicants or contestants, whichever you want to call it. All right, but right now, let's pay homage, because it had not been for all these young men and women that wear that uniform, the country as we know it wouldn't be. And good morning to Staff Sergeant Addison of the U.S. Army Recruiting Center here in Montgomery, taking care of my boy. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Because I don't want to have to come down there. Okay, I ain't got to worry about that. Because he's airborne like me, so we good. I walked in there and the man had a set of jump wings on. I said, okay, I don't even need to worry about a thing. And it would be remiss of me not to say good morning to our airborne partners there, the United States Air Force, who give us a ride anytime we need to go someplace. Good morning to them on Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. It is time to get up. I know the Air Force doesn't get up until probably about 9, but I'm just saying, if you want to get up now, it's okay. We won't look at you badly. Okay, I just need one thing. Can somebody bring a C-141 on Maxwell? I need to see it at least one more time. Okay, got a lot of memories with that aircraft. So can we work that out? I mean, I've seen the 130, I've seen the 123, C5, and all that stuff. Although I would like to take a ride on the C-17 because that looks like a pretty cool plane. At least it does on SEAL Team on TV. But just in case I want to get off, have a shoot on there for me. With a static line on it. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, and Space Force, and the United States Marines. All righty then. Okay, I got that. No, we're not. Okay, that's tomorrow. That's not today. Okay, we have to do student of the week thing. Student of the applicants for the student of the week award this week. Let me see who this is right quick before I hang. Good morning. Who's this? Call me already. I hear it. Okay, I thought of something crazy. All right, then. Good morning to you. Hope this day finds everybody well. It is Student of the Week announcements this morning. You got till Thursday to go to the Montgomery Advertiser and vote. You see, you can always tell when I'm back, because when I'm here telling people about this, we get more contestants, which is good. Now I gotta get my producer to get all the names of all the schools for me and the phone number, and I'm just gonna call them on. They say, hey, y'all stepping up. You're not putting any of these kids up for anything. Okay. Plus I'll get to the football score. Some teams shouldn't even went out there. But anyway. Good morning to all of you. Hope this day finds everybody well. But every week since last year, the Montgomery Advertiser has been having a thing where they vote on. They let you to vote, or the schools people vote on the student of the week. The names are submitted by the schools to the Montgomery. Now, only reason why I don't put Z's name in there because I already know he's a student of the week. I thought. Let somebody else who probably never get a shot. His daddy talks about him all the time, so he don't really need it. But if it wasn't for that, I'd put him in. But anyway, last week the student of the week was Senior Maria Ruiz, named student of the week from Success Unlimited Academy. Okay, now today this week's honors go to these people. First of all, let's tell you about the program. The hard work the high school students across the river region put into their studies, their schools, and their greater community every day, and it aims to recognize many awesome high schoolers as possible. Every public school and every private school in the outer Montgomery area is eligible to nominate one student a week who exemplifies success in academics and community involvement. Okay? I know I spend a lot of time talking about them, because sometimes the public schools tick me off, but but we're doing something good here because everybody's not bad, and we got some great kids over there. Okay, so today, Tori Parker, Otagoville School. Tori is in the 11th grade, who's on track to be her class valedictorian, and is currently her class president. She also a varsity volleyball player. Tori takes honors and dual enrollment courses and has a 4.3 GPA. Listen, I didn't know you could go higher than 4.0. Obviously, I wasn't in that group. School officials describe her as a phenomenal student also. And as asset to Otagoville School, she is charismatic, empathetic. If you don't know some of these words, just call me. I'll tell you what they mean later on. She's charismatic, empathetic, and an all-around positive influence on all she comes in contact with. Congratulations to her one more time, Tori Parker of Otagoville School, who's been nominated. We'll see the winners on Friday. Percy Julian High School. Justin Jenkins from Percy Julian High School. Justin is a junior who serves as the student ambassador and a school student chaplain. Did you do that over there? Oh, that's cool. He's a senior master sergeant for ROTC and has a 3.0 GPA. Justin is also a minister at Divine Touch Ministries worldwide and holds a bachelor's degree in biblical studies from Divine Touch University. In his spare time, what you going back to school for? You already got a bachelor's degree. Don't even worry about it. He enjoys reading. Justin is known as a foodie, and appreciates a good meal. Sound like a cousin of mine. Next up, Prattville High School, Tristan Blackman from Prattville High School. Tristan is a leader in the classroom and on the football field. Okay. He is quick to help classmates and a role model to other students, and is respectful to teachers and authority figures. We need a lot more of that going on. He excels on the football field, leading the team with a positive attitude, athletic skills, and endurance. School officials say Tristan is a student that others can look to for positive role model and as a leader. Tristan's long-term goals are to play football in college, major in secondary education. Well, obviously, he ain't want to make much money, and become a high school coach. Okay, that's a worthy call. Next up, from Success Unlimited School, is Maddie Gatta. I think I pronounced that right. Madigatta. I think that's about the way you pronounce it, at least over here anyway. Success, and she goes to Success Unlimited. Maddie is a senior and an honor English student. She also has actress in the is an actress in the upcoming school production of Annie Jr., where she plays Cecil and dances. Sharon Vandervoort recommended her student because of her work ethic and tenaciousness. If you don't know, understand any of these words, just call me later. I'll tell you what they mean. And her tenaciousness when tackling assignments. Maddie jumps all hurdles by giving extra effort and time to the assignment, whether it is an art project or a math test, explained Vandervoort, who teaches Bible class. The student is kind to others and always willing to help. Principal Lauren Morgan said. All right, that's Maddie Gala, excuse me, Gatta, Success Unlimited. So in the future now, you guys know I'm gonna do this like 7:30 in the morning, so you guys can get your kids out. Y'all need to play this on the speakers, or so everybody knows that they get recognition. You don't just have to play football. Okay. Last but not least, Tori Parker, Otagoville School. Tori is an 11th grader who's on track to be her class valedictorian and is currently her class president. She also is a varsity volleyball player. Tori takes honors in dual enrollment courses and has a 4.3 GPA. Did I use that one already? Did I get that one already? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did give that one already. All right. Well, that's it then. Okay, did I give them all that? So I got Tori Parker, Maddie Gatta, Tristan Blackman, and Justin Jenkins. Okay, well, Justin Jenkins. Oh, let me make sure I get these schools right. Tori Parker of Otagoville School in 11th grade. Justin Jenkins, Percy Julian High School. He is in the, doesn't tell me. Oh, he's in the 11th grade also. Tristan Blackman of Prattville High School. He is in one of them grades too. Let's see, which one is he in? I think he's in the 11th grade also. If not, they'll call me and tell me later. And Maddie Gatta, who is a senior also. What is Tristan? Now, what is Tristan? It doesn't say what grade he's in. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure he's in the 11th or the 12th grade. I'll find out that later on and correct that if I'm wrong. And so those are your students for this week's Student of the Week from some of our high school. So all you have to do is go to Montgomery Advertiser, type in Student of the Week, and let's get the vote. Okay, let's vote more times than we've ever voted any time for this thing. Okay, I love the football player. I'm a football guy. Not really, but I like football, but I can only watch from the second half on because I don't want to sit there for 3 hours watch a game. But the second half, that's when I enjoy most football games. But let's let our other kids know their hard work is also being recognized too. Everybody's not out here to play football or baseball or basketball. Okay, these kids will probably end up owning the teams anyway, so you might want to know who they are. Anyway, good morning. Let me see who this is before I get to anything else. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Yeah. Okay. Now, what? I hear you, but giving somebody the finger and people ride on are ATV? Is it against the law? Is it against the law? Right. Okay. Okay. So it is against the law to ride an ATV on the streets. Okay. Are you sure about that? Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know if it's against the law. Okay. But wait a minute. Wouldn't the ATV kind of like a bike? Wouldn't the ATV a bike's not? Isn't it? Well, now it's got a motor on it. So Let me check and make sure. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Right.
Riding an ATV on Burbank Drive on West Ferry, and he got killed.
Yeah, I hear. Although they're traffic accidents too, we're not banning cars. So yeah. Okay, and of course now he may. Right. Right. Well, let me call the police department and make sure that riding an ATV is actually illegal on the street. And I'll do it on the air. And that, okay, yeah, okay. But I mean, just because we're black, don't mean we are related, though. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Hmm. Well, we don't know that, but you have it. This is America, right? And right, but but we but we live in a country. I hear you, but you still have a right to be able to go any place in this country, that whether or not it's church or not, that you want to. So I'm just saying that that's no reason for that to happen. Right, right, right. Well, they probably didn't know they were targeted. Yeah. Well, now we don't know if that's what happened. Let's not use this. Well, I don't know. I don't. I mean, I don't listen to the guy. I don't. No, no. Anyway, appreciate your call, Mister First Time Complainer, third time, 50th time complainer. Well, we appreciate it. Good morning. Yeah, but some of us is kind of special though. Yeah. So yeah. Right. Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Well, you be right. You be power with no power. Evidently, it seems. But I start with it. But I don't want anybody to call me a lie. I was in the SF group, but I wouldn't. I didn't. I mean, I wore the green beret, but I didn't. I didn't go to that course. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Well, somebody else. Right. All right. And with that, let's take a break. But I did serve first special forces group at Fort Lewis. But I did my job was a lot. It's a tag. Okay, I probably would be there. That part. We'll be back.
At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and rear wood blinds and shutters, cellular, woven shade, bamboo shades, exterior shades, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to blindster.com.
Outside to our Monday, looking forward to a warm afternoon, climbing into the mid to low 90s with a mainly sunny sky. Fairly flat in the west breeze today. Right to see low 50s and 60s in the sky. No sunshine, more warm temperatures for Tuesday, more tricky build and better rain chances for today. On the rain comes a little bit cooler temperature. And that's your first alert forecast. KSFA meteorologist on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by It's All Local, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440. It's a fun, nice going to the future. But when it comes to electronics, you can open up Canada and afford same $50 from Montgomery Music. Not all the way to 95 years old have transmitted their sex drive and energy levels. This has been separate for years. You are able to enjoy sex again. Nothing Montgomery said. Montgomery Men's Health changed my life. I've been able to use it for my life. First time. The problem was because of her. The first time I did it, I had given up until I went to the clinic. What are my options for erectile dysfunction? Now I'm happy, now I'm happy. Visit for $199. And that includes all testing, including PSA and testing. You can find us at the clinic at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to montgomerymenshealth.com. That sound? Someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Jenny King, the king of community health. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees healthy and at work with places. Look more about how our local cleaning experts can help you. Visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Consumer warning. Stay away from stablecoin Tether. Tether is a cryptocurrency company with a so-called stablecoin called USDT. It's supposed to be backed one for one by the US dollar, but Tether's murky past legal entanglements. Many nations to Tether with their choice consumer friendly independent investments, finances, and operations. Warning. Smoke. Stupid scientific. It's a category for the consideration stage. Just further along here into my mission. Argument, let's assume you're right. Sunday, you won't be listening to the radio. I know it's not easy to talk about, so I'll be the topic. If you're 50 plus, or 50 to $75 bill. You can apply for global and guaranteed life insurance with guaranteed acceptance regardless of your health. Health insurance. You don't have to get medical. You don't need a medical. Health questionnaire. Go through code. Global life only life. When stop, and then if you stop listening to the radio, your family can use the insurance company to help cover your final expenses or anything else. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab too. Visit GerberLifeFamily.com. See website for terms and restrictions. I'm with Secretary of State. We must ensure fair election. State law requires voters to present a valid form of photo with a complete list and supplemental identification. To learn more, requiring a free photo voter ID, visit alabamavotes.gov.
This message is presented by Alabama Secretary of State Wes Allen.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 14.
All righty then. Oh, okay then. We are back. 860-1440 is the number. I haven't got to the football scores yet, but I'll take the call because they want to talk about something. I don't know what though. All right. Good morning. Yes. Good morning. So is it against the law to ride an ATV on the streets? Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I hear you. That's why I'm not for gun buybacks under no circumstance. Because all you do, the criminal's not going to sell it. I mean, not if it's broke, he may sell it because he can't use it no more. But other than that, the only people who need money will be selling their protection. And I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the same amount that I always have. None. Of course, now when your nearest neighbor is 10 miles away, I mean, it's kind of hard to. Yeah. Mm. Yes. And Chicago and New York. Yeah. Hey, it's about not holding people accountable. And it's about culture. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, like wait a minute. Like for some reason, we want as black people, we want black folks going around shooting in people's cars. You know, I mean, this race thing is going too far. It's going to impact, and if I got one thing against Stephen Reed, I think sometimes he sees color more than he sees practical application. Okay, well, if you live in a town that's 75 to 80% black, then most of the criminality on the streets is probably going to be black. So you got to put. So we let him go because of that. Yeah. Who is them? We be them. So I don't know, man. I don't. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Oh well, sounds good. Sounds good. But you know, all right. Whether or not we'll do it, that's a whole different ball game. 7:54 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, they did. They had cooked the SF. Yeah. Say again. I think you're just missing the point, which is not unusual. Now, which well, just so if you're in the unit, you serve with. Okay, then. I know you just don't like the fact that I outdid you, my friend. But don't worry about it. Good morning. Not much. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, now what you bringing color up? What you bring? Well, we do, but I mean, but that hadn't. Because sometimes, no. Listen, sometimes race is relevant, but most of the time isn't. When you complain about there's too many black folks, wait, yeah, yeah, go ahead. Right. Yeah. I don't. Except, well, 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 they're both bad. I mean, we black folks. Wait a minute. Let me ask you something. Do you believe that getting shot? Do you believe that getting shot in the school is any worse than getting shot inside your house when you're not even outside? I'm just. It's all bad. What do you do? Well, it's a okay. It's a parent's problem that the kids go to these schools and do these things. That's a lack of parenting and a lack of discipline. Okay, that well, and what you want to do about it? Hold the parents account. Yeah. All right. We won, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But I gotta go. I got you. I gotta go. We'll be back.
People dead, several others injured after a mass shooting in Birmingham Saturday night. Birmingham police announced the names of three of the four victims. Police say the shooting wasn't. New information in the case of a deadly hit and run last week. Police say MPD was never notified to 911 about the fatal traffic crash that took life of 64-year-old Victoria's Constant. A car ran a red light on Norman Bridge Road Tuesday, hitting and killing him. Police located the man they believe was responsible but haven't said what charges he was. All eyes on the tropics. Our meteorologists are monitoring the area of interest to develop this week. Updates on the latest, download the free app. I'm Shannon Williams, and we say Monday morning.
WLWI is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with breaking news on the alleged second assassination attempt by former President Donald Trump. The Justice Department says Ryan Brown wrote a note months before last Sunday's incident at a Trump golf course, saying he intended to kill the ex-president. Prosecutors say the message was addressed to the world and dropped off at the home of an unidentified person who got in touch with police. Officials also said suspect's cell phone towers near the golf course repeatedly in the days before the incident. Brown is scheduled to appear in court in Florida for a bail hearing today. Now to the Middle East, where at least 182 people have been killed in a new Israeli bombardment of Hezbollah targets. The BBC's Hugo Butega.
What we're seeing here today is the most intense and widespread wave of Israeli airstrikes hitting positions in South Lebanon, also in the east of the country, and for the first time in the north of Lebanon has struck. The more than 300 Hezbollah positions have been hit.
Police in Alabama are still searching for suspects in a mass shooting outside a hookah bar in Birmingham Saturday night. 4 people were killed, 17 wounded, including Gabriel Aslami, who'd been partying with
Times beyond what even a doctor told me millimeters away from each other.
School officials in central Pennsylvania say they're investigating after a college swimmer allegedly poured a racial slur into the teammates of
The family of the student at Pittsburgh College who was turbulent said another student who they said their son trusted used a cutter to cut the N-word onto their son's chest. School officials say the incident happened earlier this month during an informal social gathering at an on-campus residence. The family of the victim says their son was the only person of color at the gathering. The school says the alleged attacker is no longer enrolled at Gettysburg College. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
There's a new weather threat in the southeast. Forecasters expect the system swirling toward the Gulf of Mexico will become Tropical Storm Helene later this week. Meteorologist Stephen at the Weather Channel.
That it's making it essentially in between Mexico and Cuba and a potential landfall there into Florida. We do know that as we head from Wednesday early into Friday, the best chance for that heavy rainfall is going to be from Florida and
the office commute cold, and it's not as bad in some cities as others. Best practiced in Columbus, Ohio, Memphis, and Milwaukee. This is CBS News,
sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. Let's see, if something costs less, the people are happier with it. That sounds like something to look into, and that is Medishare. Maybe you've heard switching to Medishare to pay for health care can save many families up to $500 a month. That is huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for Medishare is double what the typical health insurance rate.
They share works too. Been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. Keep it love having telehealth and keeps nationwide PPO networks. So yeah, well, you can save a ton. You can better. You can be happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed, you're part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. It's a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE. 877-64-BIBLE.
An old U.S. radio show's been reborn in a country that adopted and
It was a CBS radio program that began in Illinois. Oh, hi, Joe. What's up? First, truly, $20. I'm an insurance investigator. It was built here and in the 1960s in Iran, and it was translated to Farsi. Planners from the air in 1979 after Iran's Islamic Revolution. It's back with newly produced episodes on state radio and Tehran. The relations with the U.S. remains strained. The man behind the rebirth says it's about attracting more people to radio broadcasts. Steve Nathan, CBS News.
The Mets' 1962 record for losses matched. The White Sox lost to the Padres, chalking up their 120th setback of the season. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Author and needs to know the truth. You don't retire on the floor, you retire on the you feel over exactly how to feel more and protect yourself from the chaos and necessary things that ultimately give you free training for the retirement section. You can also schedule a 10-minute call with one of our retirement experts. I think you'd agree 30 years of saving for retirement is probably worth a 10-minute call to make sure you're doing all you can to protect it. Call 833-359-6819. That's 833-359-6819. 833-359-6819. Mitch Lyons Wealth, your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
The fun is back. The Montgomery Bicycle Club invites you to hop on and ride in the 22nd annual Glasner Autumn Challenge. Saturday, October 19th. Start out with a delicious breakfast at Alabama State University. Then take your pick of 7 routes from closed concourse course or 5 to 100
think that man must have some
beautiful Montgomery County. Still time to register at mgmbikeclub.org. The Glasner Autumn Challenge. The fun is back.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
I am going to apologize for idiot guy, curmudgeon, who calls and can't have a cogent conversation without using profane language. That's because maybe he's got the Biden syndrome or something like that. I don't know why. Coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to talk to Prattville's mayor, Mr. Gillespie, about the going-ons of Prattville. And I'm going to ask him, how come he don't have as much, at least seemingly not as much crime as we got, but they got some over there. Don't get me wrong. And other things too. Now let me explain something to the unwashed. See, because this guy, I just think he's he's envious. You know, I understand you joined the Air Force, man, and you don't, I got you, and you wish you were like me, being an airborne trooper and all. I understand that. I mean, listen. If I were you, I want to be me also. I don't blame. I ain't mad at you, but let me explain something to you. In the Army, everybody belongs to a unit. Okay, everybody belongs to a unit, and a company, a squad, and it goes down from there. So just so you understand, I don't know how the Air Force does it. Normally in your service individuals in most units belong to what we call headquarters company, or headquarters battery, if you're in artillery and all that stuff. But everybody serving the same unit. Okay, just in case let me explain this just one more time. Okay. Yes, I served with 1st Special Forces Group at Fort Lewis, Washington. That's right, those were the Green Berets. However, I was not a Green Beret. I got to wear it though. I could like go around town and fake like I was, because we were part of the company, part of the unit. I don't know what it is about idiots who think that because you are a cook, somehow you are less of a soldier than other people. Go to my Facebook page, Curmudgeon, and you will find a young man who was about my age. Well, it wasn't my age when he got hit. He was jumping out of the airplane and died on a training mission. Yeah, he was a cook. From what I can understand, pretty good one too, as a matter of fact. So I don't know where this thing got. If you're a cook, you're worthless. My GT score was 135. What was yours? My ASVAB score was 50 something. I didn't break records on that one, but I got in. So I don't know why this disdain, because we are some of the hardest working people in the military. When we used to go on deployments and come back, you know who had to still go to work? you know who had to still go to work after cleaning our weapons and all that thing? You know who had to still go to work? Yeah, we did, because troops still had to eat. Okay. And I just don't understand this thing, why it is that you idiots out there think that. As a matter of fact, I'm just go too far. I'm going to go as far as saying that cooks probably a little bit smarter than a lot of people in the military. At least we have to know how to we have to know how to let's say you got a recipe for 100 people, but the dining facility sergeant says, yeah, but only make 10. Now you do realize that we have to figure out how to mathematically how to get the same consistency. We have to figure out how to get the same taste with 100 people recipe, and we're going to cut it down to 10. So mathematically, you couldn't be totally dumb. That's the petroleum people. Probably what you were doing. So it's a great job, and I think that was the reason why I didn't like it, because when I got in there, it's like people say, well, you can't do it. No. Listen, I'm gonna say this one more time. When I joined the Army, the second time I was in the National Guard first, I went down there to join the Marines, actually, because I just wanted me to sell those blues. And then I looked over in the corner, and the guy had a set of gold wings on his uniform. I said, how do I get some of those? And the guy said, well, you can't get any of those. I said, how come? Because you're too short. I said, really? Well, I probably didn't say really. I probably said something else. I didn't know what to say then. So I said, well, yeah, but I want a set of those. I mean, I didn't care what I had to do to get them. I wanted my uniform to have a set of those gold things on them. Well, this is 1977, I think is when it was. And so they wouldn't let me do it. So I went down the hall to the United States Army. So I went over there, and the only people that were doing, well, you had to either go to the 82nd Airborne or something like that. So anyway, I saw this Ranger, they got these cutouts, right? They got these cutouts that are on the, when you go into the recruiting office, they got these cutouts, and it had this Ranger guy with that beret on his head, blouse, boots, and looking good. I said, okay, well, what I got to do that? And they had a pair of jump wings on, although I think the Air Force wings look a lot. I mean, I think the Marine Corps wings look a lot better than ours, but that's okay. I'm good. No, I don't care what they look like once I got a pair. So I said, well, what I got to do to get that? Then they said, well, you got to go, to jump school and you got to do this, you got to do that. I said, well, sign me up. Sign me up. But there was only one caveat. There was only one thing that I had. There's the one thing that I sacrificed to do to join the Rangers. They said the only job we need, field. In the military, they got what's called a TOE. And a TOE is the slots that are allocated for a particular position or a particular job. Well, the only thing that they had, because they did, like in the 82nd Airborne place like that, you can overload them sometimes with different MOSs, and they'll figure it out. But with the Ranger Battalion and things of that nature, you only have a certain amount of resources, a certain amount of people that could join. Well, the only slot they had open, the only one, because nobody wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to be a cook. Okay. I said, okay, I'll do it. Now, I didn't realize that the world had this attitude about cooks, that we were evidently the dumbest people who ever joined the military. And I remember distinctly that during Pearl Harbor, it was a cook, and it was a black guy. As a matter of fact, shot down the first plane. Because not only did he learn how to cook, he learned how to use that Gatling gun too. And most of the time, we had to learn what everybody else could do also as a basic. That's why they call it basic training. Everybody that joins the military has to do basic things. You gotta learn how to shoot a weapon, and you gotta learn how to hump a rucksack. Although the rucksacks in the Ranger Battalion are a hell of a lot harder than the rucksacks in the Air Force. I ain't mad at it. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, so that's what you had to do. So they said, well, we don't need anybody on this day. And it changes day to day. But since I was hungry that day and I had no place to go and I wanted some chow, so I figured if I joined, they'll feed me. So I joined that, and I said, okay, well, okay. So I went to, where'd I go? I went to Fort Jackson, Fort Leonard Wood, and a couple other places that I went to go. Then I went to advanced school for that job up in Fort Lee, Virginia. Yeah, learned how to ice carve and all that stuff too. I just didn't like it because there was so much disrespect paid to cooks. I got to get out of this. But once you get in it, and then once you make E5, forget about it. You stuck. You can't. you ain't going no place unless they bust you down and put you out. But anyway, I don't know where this attitude for, if you do certain jobs, we devalue certain jobs and do other jobs. Let me ask you something. Then I'm gonna be done with this. I'm gonna ask you something. If you're if you are in the jungle and you got a mathematician, you have a jungle expert, and you have a mechanic, and things go bad, who do you want? Do you want the mathematician? Probably not. Do you want the mechanic? Probably not. But you'll be sure enough glad that you got a guy that's a jungle expert. Okay. So all jobs are relevant. All jobs are important. It just depends on who needs you. All right. Anyway, 8:17 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. All righty then. Mm-hmm. What is it? I know, but what is there to say about it? What? And again, what's that going? Okay. Right. Right. Mhm. Well, listen, I just have to ask, but that's okay. I can handle it. Listen, where right in Georgia? Oh, that's true. But the, but the- but Amer- but but mhm. Well, and that's true too. No, but we talk about it, and we talk about it every day. So, mhm. I mean, if they can, right? But if right, but if you can't get people to join, and I did bring it up the other day, we got 55 new. I'm t- oh, I understand that. Yeah, yeah, I understand that one. But I understand if you don't have enough police officers to send out, we can call all day, all night long. It's going to be a minute before anybody gets there. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I saw it the other day. I saw it. But again, what? Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Okay. well, well, I mean, chip doesn't work in the 911 center. That's all. Mhm. But I also, right, but I also didn't say anything about, I was in an accident a couple of weeks ago, and if there's anybody to show up. Unfortunately, yeah, no, it wasn't. And unfortunately, I wasn't hurt or anything like that, so okay, we'll just wait here. But we both got tired of waiting. And if you don't have that feeling, what do you do? Yeah. Well, again, I don't really know. I don't. I mean, listen, we talked this stuff to death, and we still got the same problem. Still there. Awesome. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Well, no, I got to ask the question. You said something here that I find absolutely incredulous. Are you telling me? No, 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 no. Were you going to answer the question? People can say anything, though. Yeah, but okay, but no, you just said that somebody over there. Well, you said that somebody in the jail is eating their feces. That's what you said. Do you stick by that statement? Okay. So, but we don't have any proof of that, though. We don't have no proof of that, right? Okay. Mhm. Well, maybe they should go up there and see about their loved ones. Yeah, but because nobody made a dumb statement like that. They eat their own feces. You got no proof of that. You don't have no proof. You somebody said it. I don't. Mm, okay. Hmm. Well, I guess the best thing we can do is wait a minute. The best thing we can do is stay the hell out of jail. There's nothing in the Bible say you should go to jail. If I had to investigate everything that anybody called me on this show, I would never go to sleep because I don't believe it. Now, I don't believe people eat their feces in jail. No, I don't. No, I don't. Unless they're mentally ill. Listen, I know Cunningham. I know Cunningham, and he would not knowingly allow that to happen. Okay, then somebody then would call him and ask him. We're not buddies, but I think the man's got integrity. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, there's certain things we can put on the airwaves, that. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call the sheriff department. I got to run. I had enough. I had enough. We'll be back. I got to find the sheriff department. I'm gonna call the sheriff department. Oh, yeah.
Montgomery's car wash traffic. All news radio 1440.
Oh, I just thought I'd let you know. If you want to call in, I know you have to do it. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think that's good. Okay, let's get you here something. You're supposed to call the VIP out. Well, just all the people and see them together. It's the only business. I'm just trying to get out the issue here is that that's the I don't know. Let you put your hands back there. Exactly what you're doing. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. Of course, I put Okay, we are back. Good morning, everybody. Hope you stay safe. I was trying to clean y'all up a little bit. Y'all got me people eating their own food. Okay. You never know where the show's going to go, but I got other things to talk about too. Good morning. Not much. I believe that's one. Somebody said it was working with the housing authority. Yeah. I think he's still on. Yeah, I think he's still on the board. I'm not sure. Well, and right, and that's what that's what Malcolm X said. He said, "Listen, nobody cares if you're sitting around whining and crying. They're just gonna walk past." He said, "Nobody cares about what you think or what you do until you get mad." And so, if those people's parents and their relatives, if they're all that concerned, then they need to grab some buses, get some, and come here and sit downtown and not be moved. Okay, but be willing to go to jail. Yeah. I haven't found anything I wouldn't go to jail for. You ain't nothing that serious to me, but if it was something worth going to jail for, I'd go. Yeah. hmm Now I don't think we've given them a raise. Matter of fact, I think they deserve one though. I do. It ain't really a part-time job. Yeah. hmm Mm. And it does. It does. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at them. I just look at them, look like they fools. So I just look like. All right, yeah, I don't pay much people attention with crazy haircuts. Good morning, who's this? Didn't you just call me? And I did give you 3 minutes. But it ain't for them to care. It's for the people. But their parents and their relatives got to care. Nobody cares about people in jail. Okay, well, yeah, right. Mm, hmm Yeah. Okay. Well, until the relatives of these people come, but mm, mm, all right. I don't know if nobody. Yeah, I think it's this and yeah, but I know some people in that city council who yeah, do who wanna make, but one person can't do it. You got to convince other people to do it. He can. I didn't say he couldn't make a difference, but he can't pass laws. I agree. Yeah. All right. I got you. I got to run. I'm saying I got to run. I hear you, but I just, one person can make a difference, but to pass a law on the city council, you got to have a majority of the people on your side. Now, I will agree with Sankey on this. Collectively, one side versus another. Collectively, it's an amazing to me that we can't convince people on either side of the aisle to change their mind on something that's just. I don't understand the 5-4 thing, but that means you got 4 people that only have to change one person's mind on the other side, regardless of the side which you're on. It just seemed like to me that collectively, the intelligence of 4 should outweigh the intelligence of 1. And there ought to be a cogent argument to be made about any differences, about anything that we want to do differently. Reason and logic, my favorite friends. But we don't seem to employ that in our decision-making process. Okay, so I don't know. And again, it's not race for the most part, it's philosophy. One side of the aisle believes in this philosophy, the other side of the aisle believes on this philosophy. And what is philosophy? It is the experiences by which you believe the things you do, your upbringing, your work experience, the people that you have met in your life. Philosophy is merely a culmination of principles that you have learned or that you have accepted in your life. That's what philosophy is. It is the things that make you believe what you think you believe. And Martin Luther King talked about it. He says it's important to understand your life's philosophy. Now, it would seem like to me that if certain people have been voting the same way their whole life for the last 70, 50 years, and they're still in the same place today that they are now that they were then, it would seem to me that your life philosophy needs a tune-up. Yeah, that's just the way I see it. Anyway, we'll be right back after these messages. And I want to talk about maybe next hour after I get done Mayor Gillespie, about maybe what exactly the Second Amendment is for. And you'll be surprised of the original Second Amendment and how we've gotten way far from it. We'll be back.
Into the mid to low 90s with a mainly sunny sky. Be fair with the clouds or west breeze today. That will see lows in the 70s and 60s with a partly cloudy sky. More sunshine, more warm temperatures for Tuesday, but we're expecting clouds to build and better rain chances mid to late week. Along the rain comes a little bit cooler temperatures.
And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Mobile Highway 3000 block of Mobile Highway. We've got an accident there. East Boulevard northbound just before 85. Look for an accident at that location, and finishing up 85 southbound, mile marker or exit 32 over in Macon County. Great shopping is at Premier Place. Shop It's Fashion, GNC, Goodwill, and more. Premier Place in Prattville, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major.
I'm Wes Allen, Secretary of State. In Alabama, election integrity is a top priority. We must ensure fair, secure, and transparent elections. To vote in Alabama, state law requires voters to present a valid form of photo identification. For a complete list of acceptable identification, or learn more about acquiring a free photo voter ID, visit alabamavotes.gov.
This message is presented by Alabama Secretary of State Wes Allen.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought the problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to montgomerymenshealth.com. You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Jenny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JennyKingCleans.com. That's JennyKingCleans.com.
Jenny King, the king of clean.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton, like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan happy with, call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51.
Hey there. Go Life would like to talk to you about the importance of guaranteed life insurance for when you.
No, thank you.
I get it. Nobody likes to think about life insurance because it means having to think about the
And sometimes that's the best way to
I'll make this short and sweet. If you're 50 plus or 50 to 75 in New York,
That's all you are? I'm older than you?
Guaranteed life insurance with guaranteed extension regardless of your health.
Oh, okay, I thought we were the same age. Okay.
In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just visit GoGoLife.com.
Because you and Montiel birthdays in the same month. Yeah.
Well,
not anymore. We're not anymore. Oh.
Your family can use the insurance money to help cover the cost of your expenses or anything else. Now that's worth thinking about. Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance. For a free quote, visit GerberLifeFamily.com today. See website for terms and restrictions.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres.
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio.
Okay, we're back 8:47 in the morning. Let's go back to the phone, see who is there. Y'all got me on this deep conversation this morning, but not really. I was trying to explain other things. But good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Well, we surely don't, because we don't worry about that until the fire hit. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Well, I must tell you, I never even thought about which fire station. I would imagine the closest one to you. Man. I didn't. Well, why wouldn't they? That's true. Yeah. Well, again, I guess Okay, then aren't we, as a group, aren't we the whole? And it would seem to me that they would want to do the best job for the whole, because there are some districts in this city who are well off, and so it would seem right. It would seem to me that that city council person then would take a more vested, has a more vested interest into helping those that are not necessarily doing as well. But that's just my thinking. Mm. Then, well, then we need people in office who want to do what's best for everybody than what is best just for one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that has happened. That has happened. All right. Well, good conversation there. 8:50 in the morning. Coming up at 9:10 should be Bill Gillespie, the mayor of Prattville. Good morning. I'm have to play because Prattville got beat so bad today. Somebody will just take their uniform away. Yeah, Friday. I mean, come on, man. Good morning. Pretty good. Okay. Okay, but I guess what the caller we're saying is that just because it's near you doesn't mean that it's the one who actually responds to. Although you would think that, I mean, you would think that, with right? But I don't know. I don't know how that works. So maybe I need to call. You know what? I need to call the fire department. That's what I need to do. Give me a number. Text me a number. Yeah, text me a number to the fire department. I'll call. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, then why don't you be a good Samaritan? So you don't want to, you ain't tough enough to do that. What's up with that? Exactly. That's why you should have went. You give the Marines a bad name right now, brother. Yeah. Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning. Morning. Well, I haven't changed my way. I haven't changed my way, brother. No, I haven't. Well, I haven't changed my way because philosophically, I agree with the Conservative Party. Well, be, be, because they believe the things. Okay, because they believe the things basically that I believe. My money is my money. Government should not tell me what to do and shouldn't take so much of my money before I get it. I don't recognize the check. Philosophically, I believe that a man's a man and a woman's a woman. Well, it hasn't. It has not. Yeah, but it hasn't hurt me. I'm going to be like, I haven't. No, it didn't change it. But they believe the conservative philosophy, not the conservative. I'm like Gandhi. Gandhi said, I love Christianity. I just ain't so crazy about some of them Christians. Well, I like the conservative philosophy, but I don't like all the Republicans. but the philosophy is still good. I don't. And complaining more than anybody. Not like black folks are. We complain and complain and complain and complain, and we've been voting Democrat forever. Wait a minute. We're the only group of people in America. Wait a minute. We're the only group of people in America, the only group that votes 98 percentile one way. We're the only group. There's something wrong with that. But I'm good. It hasn't affected me one way or the other. Status quo is good for me. What they believe is good for me. I'm not trying to change what they believe. I believe it too. I believe that a woman is born a woman is always a woman. Right. What I said was, I think if you're still complaining about the people that you're voting for, then your voting philosophy needs to be updated. Oh, no. Yeah. But that's true. But Democrats complain more. I mean, they complain more. That's all I'm saying. They just do. 8:56 in the morning. Good morning on there. Okay then. Anyway, yeah. So what you believe, voting conservative will not hurt black folks. Voting Democrat has. That's what I'm telling you. Voting conservatively, in which most black people are conservative, but we vote liberal. But most of our lives, we believe in excellence. We believe in getting out, getting a job. My mother said, if you got the same pair of pants, wash them every night, wear them every day, but make sure they're clean. We believe in using what we had rather than wanting what we don't. So I don't know. I just think the philosophy of the conservative part, the conservative is a better philosophy for black folks. But that's just my thinking. But again, been voting for the same people 70 years, 98% of you. And we're the biggest complaining people on talk radio all over America. All over America. And most of the complaints that Republicans have or conservatives have are policy differences. Okay. And one of our biggest problems right now is immigration. You cannot allow people to come in this country, okay, go all over this country. People who don't want to be American, they just want to come to America. It's like coming home and somebody else has moved in your house. Are you going to stand by and allow that to stand? Of course not. Anyway, gotta go. Hey, I only got about 30 seconds left, so you want to call me back or what? Make America first. We'll be back right after these commercial messages. Make America first. Because being second, people don't. Okay? That's right. Tell them. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be back after this.
Kevin Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Tragedy strikes in the Magic City. 4 people dead, several others injured after a mass shooting in Birmingham Saturday night. Birmingham police announced the names of 3 of the 4 victims. New information indicates the death of
Radio 1440 is WLWI-AM and 95.1 E3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. Is the hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. New information on the second alleged assassination attempt on former President Trump and the suspect found in the bushes at Florida golf course. CBS's Manuel Cortez on this morning's filing from the Justice
It
Department.
alleges that Ralph arrived here in South Florida from North Carolina on August the 14th, and that on multiple days and times from August 18th to September 15th, when the incident happened, that his cell phone access towers that were near the golf course and also near Mar-a-Lago.
He also says Ryan Ralph wrote a letter to a friend saying he wanted to kill Mr. Trump. Ralph was due in court for a bail hearing today. In the Middle East, new Israeli airstrikes on southern and eastern Lebanon have killed more than 180 people and wounded more than 700 in the deadliest barrage since the 2006 Israel-Hezbollah war. BBC's Hugo Bachega is injured.
Residents across southern Lebanon have received a phone call from the Israeli authorities warning them, urging them to leave immediately locations near Hezbollah positions.
The main highway out of the southern port city of Sidon is jammed with cars heading toward their route. The Biden administration wants to ban the sale of cars and self-driving vehicles with Chinese or Russian software hardware. CBS's Christopher
The
Cruz.
Commerce Department says the ban would protect national security and drivers. Officials say it's necessary because many new car features like microphones, cameras, GPS tracking, and Bluetooth technology can reveal a lot of personal information.
A tropical storm named Hermine is expected to form in the Gulf of Mexico later this week. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson with the heads up for the
We
U.S.
watched the disturbance off the coast of Mexico in the Caribbean Sea, but headed through the Yucatan Channel later this week, and then on up to the Gulf Coast of the U.S. So if you are on Florida's Gulf Coast in particular, you need to be paying the most attention to this because we could be seeing a landfalling hurricane on Thursday.
Massachusetts State Police have suspended full contact boxing for trainees after a 25-year-old was knocked unconscious and later died. Former police instructor Todd McGee.
The instruction certainly shouldn't be to go and knock your fellow trainer's head off their shoulder.
The victim was sworn in within 4 hours before he died. Someone returned more than a movie to a library in suburban Detroit. There were flying bugs in a DVD case left in the drop box in Royal Oak. Pest experts are due there today to spray. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
My wife and I both, we were mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal condition, all of us popping like post nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing feeling and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use, I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing well. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
The White Sox have stumbled their way into baseball infamy.
An epically bad baseball season is now one for the record books on Chicago's South Side after the White Sox lost 4-2 to San Diego yesterday. It's the Sox getting swept in 3 days, and now they're tied with the 1962 Mets for 120 losses in the season. The 1962 Mets and White Sox were tied for the post-1900 loss record. The 1899 Cleveland Spiders lost 134 games. The Sox have 7 games left before the season mercifully ends. Steve Clayton, CBS News.
colors are changing at a popular national park, and it has nothing to do with the seasons. Officials at Yellowstone blaming tourists for ruining the Morning Glory thermal pool next to Old Faithful by throwing in thousands of coins for luck. Turns the once pristine blue water into green, yellow, and orange. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Jenny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this holiday break season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleanings.com. It's Jenny King Cleaning.
I'm Dr. Brian Killian, board certified practitioner. Training and procedures for humans. Most of the medical procedures can be performed right here in office, so we need to turn in trouble and go from place to place. If you go downtown and fix your feet, call me at 265-7585 for a phone. That's 265-7585. Serving Montgomery, Louisville, and surrounding areas for over a decade. Follow us on Facebook or visit us on the web at www.louisvillefootcare.com. For doctor profiles, directions to the office, hours of operation, and inpatient paperwork are all just a click away. You can also find useful information on medical conditions and services that we provide. I'm Dr. Brian Keeley with Louisville Foot Care. Happy feet, still good. Many representations of Canada's will cover your COVID-19 services to people who or ask you to work with the performance of services. This social work belongs to AT&T or T-Mobile or to the local building.
Hearing aids can devastate the quality of your life. Now there's an affordable fix for you or your life. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay, we are back. I'm coming right on this hour. I'm expecting a call from the mayor of Prattville. Matter of fact, Gillespie. So as soon as we get him out there, we will have a short conversation with him about what's going on over there in the great, what do they call that anyway? What do they call it? 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 See, I can't remember what the motto of Prattville is. Mayor, what's the motto of Prattville? Okay, because when I lived there, they preferred I come back to Montgomery. So that's what I did. I came back up here. Anyway, on the phone is from following his downtown and the big metropolis of Prattville. It's been built for Gillespie. It's been the mayor back for how long? And you keep getting reelected. That means that you must be doing something pretty good. At the last census, what is the population of the, I guess, not the PJ, but the city of Prattville? Okay, well, that's not too bad. Right. Okay, well that's really good. So tell me some of the changes. Well, first of all, let me give you my condolences for the for the football game on Friday. I just I understand that everybody should be depressed over there right about now, 40-6. I'm just saying, So maybe maybe yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Now, Prattville only has one high school. Is that right? Okay. Yeah. Public. Yeah. Okay. You guys are experiencing a lot of economic growth up there, as a matter of fact. So what's going on up there? Give me some of the new businesses that are up there. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Matter of fact, I was at the Texas Roadhouse a couple of days ago, and I'm telling you something. That place is the food is excellent up there. I mean, I don't really like restaurants anymore because I've been eating at them forever. But I'm telling you, I had a steak, a hamburger steak that was second to none, and the gravy was felt like I cooked it myself. So I'm just telling you, that's a great. Have you ever eaten up there yet? Right. Hmm. I Yeah, I did hear. Yeah, did hear about that. Okay. Let me ask you, how many police officers do you have? And I think you got a new police chief now. From last time I heard it was, don't you? Fire chief. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Have you found, as a mayor, have you found that the legislation that was passed by the House and the governor signed about this whole gun thing, um, do you attribute any uptick in crime for Prattville because of that law? We seem to, I mean, all she actually did was say that you don't have to have a license to carry a concealed weapon. Now, I mean, she didn't give felons the right to carry weapons or anything like that, but we seem to attribute here uh, that as a reason for an uptick in gun crimes. What say you? You think that law, the mentality behind that law, has helped that or hurt it? That's true. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question, and I don't know if you know the answer to this, but we've had many discussions in Montgomery about police stop. Evidently, it's okay to ride around with a car full of guns without being checked on that. I've been told here that the police really can't, unless they stop you for something that is unrelated to you carrying those guns, that other than that, they can't really ask you questions about the guns. Is that the way you understand this? Because if a guy's going down the street and he got a car full of guns, I mean, I like to know where he's going. But is that the way you understand the law? That, well, unless you get stopped for a particular reason, even if I stop you, I cannot inquire about those weapons that are laying in your back seat. Is that the way you understand that law? And have you talked to your representative about that? I don't know who represents Prattville in the House or the state Senate, but to be able to ride around with a barrage of weapons in your car, that defies logic and reason. Unless we're in Beirut, are we in Jerusalem right now, or are fighting Hamas? Other than that, I mean, I don't. What is the rationale behind that? Have you asked them about that? Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. I guess so. I don't understand it. Here a couple of weeks ago, we had a guy going down the street with a Mac 10, and just walking around. When I said, okay, if somebody can explain to me why in the world a human being in America needs to walk around with a Mac 10 going down the road, it seems that we are losing a bunch of common sense in America right now, and I don't quite get that. But hey, that's not for me to uh, to question. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. Also, let me give my condolences. I know this happened back in August for Councilman Albert Strickland. Um, I understand you guys are going to get. I guess you're going to appoint somebody to fill his term, or have you done that already? Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Okay, one more request before I let you go. Can you please do more controversial things so I have something really to get on you about? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, one more thing. Listen, I looked at the house they had that much controversy about knocking down. It needs to go. You know which house. Yeah. Right. Or the right. Okay. Well, I came over there and looked at it, and it's teetering on falling and terribly disrepair. But anyway, that's a Prattville issue. I live in Montgomery, so I'll let you handle your house, and I'll handle mine. So, Mayor Gillespie, thank you for coming on. Anytime you need, to get the word out about anything, we got a few fans over there in Prattville, so give us a call. Love to talk to you. Appreciate it, Mayor. Bill Gillespie, the mayor of Prattville, Alabama. We'll take a break, and we'll come back right after this.
A first alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Miles start to our Monday will give way to a warm afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid to low 90s with a mainly sunny sky. Few fair with the clouds and a west breeze today. Tonight we'll see lows in the 70s and 60s under a partly cloudy sky. For sunshine, more warm temperatures for Tuesday, but we're expecting clouds to build and better rain chances mid to late week. Along with the rain comes a little bit cooler temperatures. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Look for an accident 85 southbound at Perry Hill Road, the 300 block of East Boulevard, and the 900 block of West South Boulevard. Minor accident reported there. High school students, you want to jumpstart your college career with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Trenton State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Enroll today at TrentonState.edu/dual enrollment. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Stay up to date with the news any time of day, anywhere you are, by listening to News Radio 1440 on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
Are you ready for hard-hitting observations?
That is a weird idea.
The Ben Shapiro Show brings you all the news you need to know in America today.
That argument, if you made that in 2021, is totally non-controversial, or at least very difficult to make it controversial.
Ben breaks down the culture and never gives an inch.
People can pretend that stuff doesn't exist.
The Ben Shapiro Show.
No dude ever has talked like this. Like, what?
On YouTube or wherever you listen.
If you or a loved one is suffering from mental health issues, call Integrated Behavioral Health. IBH's highly skilled team of trained psychiatrists and therapists can help you through the most difficult times of your life. IBH is now open at 1040 Longfield Court in Montgomery and accepting new patients. Don't let the stress of mental health issues drag you down. Call 855-422-1618. Integrated Behavioral Health. We can help. Call 855-422-1618.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, the price of everything seems to be going up and up, and that makes affordability a real problem. Well, I don't accept that, and neither should you. That's why I'm turning September into Acceptember. Matt Parsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales, and if you hate your old ride, don't accept the status quo, because if you're tired of high prices and high payments, just say no. Only during Acceptember. Plus, you could save up to $3,000 on a nicer, newer car, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're all about acceptance and affordability. My solution specialists accept all kinds of situations with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. We'll help you find a vehicle you'll love for a monthly payment that fits your budget. So don't accept a car you hate. Only during September. Remember, it's your chance to save up to $3,000 on a car you love. But hurry, a deal this accepting won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these great rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
I'm Ed Harrell, author of The Kindness Revolution. My wife and I enjoyed a wonderful dinner last week with friends we hadn't seen in a long time. The next day, I sent a text message letting them know how much we enjoyed being with them. That same day, we received a handwritten note, which they delivered to our mailbox, letting us know how much they had enjoyed our dinner, along with an article we had discussed. That note and that effort means a lot to me, and it should. The The fact they had taken the time to write and deliver a heartfelt note sure made my little text message seem somewhat indifferent. In today's high-tech, low-touch world, how refreshing it is to get a thoughtful, handwritten note once in a while. Well, it's enough to inspire me. I'm ordering stationery and getting in the handwritten note business today, and I hope I can make someone's world a little kinder. To learn more, check us out at thekindnessrevolution.net.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris, encouraging you to take the Purple Pledge and support the 47 million people worldwide who are living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias.
The number of Americans living with Alzheimer's is growing at an alarming rate. 10% of people over the age of 65 have the disease, and 2/3 of them are women. New research is making it possible to detect Alzheimer's disease and providing an accurate diagnosis earlier than ever before. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and the station.
Join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And we are back. They had what did they have over the weekend? They had a what did they have? They had U.S. prisoners of war. They had a memorial for those guys, or at least a trying to have. We don't. Well, most of them, and most of them have probably passed from World War II and on. 80,000 missing U.S. military members since World War I, with close to 1,300 of those actually being here in Alabama. I know the families. Some of those families still don't know what happened to their loved ones, and thank God that we still have people that actually remember them. We don't know. We can only assume that they have succumbed to injuries, to lost places where they found themselves. We don't know, but according to the Defense Department, the POW MIA accounting agency, there's more than 80,000 missing U.S. military members, and a ceremony was held to mark the POW MIA Recognition Day. That was the other day, with dozens of flooding into Alabama State Capitol. I didn't know anything about this. I would have had somebody on the air about this. They would have a retired Air Force Brigadier General and current Alabama Department of Veteran Affairs Assistant Commissioner Jeff Newton gave the keynote address, telling stories of immense courage that serve as a reminder to how much is sacrificed by our military veterans, and the ones we have lost, and the ones that we have not yet to find. So we pray for their families and everybody like that, and that's about all we can do, I guess, But it was a 80,000 young men and women still missing since World War II. That's a lot of folks. A lot of folks. Let's go back to the phone. Good morning. Yes. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I was. My son beat me. So 68. He may get one. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Well, they controlled Alabama for 129 years. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Well, yeah. Well, again, your philosophy is merely those things that make up what you believe. And well, after 120, wait a minute, after 129 years being under Democrat control, the state of Alabama, that's a lot of stuff to have to move out the way to change the paradigm. Yes, sir. Wait a minute. It was a Democratic Party that put us in the hole. And wait a minute, you believe that 129 years of principles and goings on can be erased in 10 years? Okay. Yeah. I hear you, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hear you, bro. All right. Well, I always appreciate your perspective. 9:36 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Not that it matters who it is. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. He, yeah, he did say that. Yeah. But the black folks out wait a minute, the black folks I talk, you know what they said? He changed. Like George Wallace changed too, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, okay then. Well, that's no. Oh yeah, I did tell him. Yeah, give him one because I gave him mine. Oh yeah, that'll help us. Yeah, that'll help a lot. Yeah, we appreciate that. That's right. Hey, appreciate it. Got to take my last break an hour. We'll come back, and again, we want to we want to pay homage to the families uh, whose family members have never come home. 80,000 missing U.S. military members since World War II, with close to that 80,000, 1,300 from the great state of Alabama. I think we all can agree on that. If we don't agree on nothing else this morning, we can agree that we need to honor their memories. We'll be back.
1440.
I'll start to our Monday. We'll give way to a warm afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid to low 90s with a mainly sunny sky. A few fair with the clouds and a west breeze today. Tonight we'll see lows in the 70s and 60s under a partly cloudy sky. More sunshine, more warm temperatures for Tuesday, but we're expecting clouds to build and better rain chances mid to late week. Along with the rain comes a little bit cooler temperatures. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Look for an accident 85 southbound at Perry Hill Road, the 300 block of East Boulevard, and the 900 block of West South Boulevard. Minor accident reported there. High school students, you want to jumpstart your college career with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Trenton State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Enroll today at TrentonState.edu/dual enrollment. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Any family save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed, a part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
If you're listening to this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance ad, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance, I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong, and that someday you won't be listening to the radio anymore. I know it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, or 50 to 75 in New York, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, visit Gerber.
I really don't know what that means. But
Then when you stop, if you stop listening to the radio, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab too. Visit GerberLifeFamily.com. See website for terms and restrictions.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, the price of everything seems to be going up and up, and that makes affordability a real problem. Well, I don't accept that, and neither should you. That's why I'm turning September into Acceptember. Matt Parsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales, and if you hate your old ride, don't accept the status quo, because if you're tired of high prices and high payments, just say no. Only during September, you can save up to $3,000 on a nicer, newer car, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, all about acceptance and affordability. My solution specialists accept all kinds of situations. With the banks and the credit cards, you want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. We'll help you find a vehicle you'll love for a monthly payment that fits your budget. So don't accept a car you hate. Only during September. Remember, it's your chance to save up to $3,000 on a car you love. But hurry, a deal this accepting won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these great rides at BudgetSaysYes.com. That's BudgetSaysYes.com. Call 334-244-97.
Consumer warning. Stay away from stablecoin Tether. Tether is a cryptocurrency company with a so-called stablecoin called USDT. It's supposed to be backed one-for-one by the US dollar. But Tether's murky past exposes Americans to outsized risk, shady practices, false claims, legal entanglements, deliberate lack of transparency. The United Nations called Tether the preferred choice for regional cyber fraud operations and money launderers. Tether has never published an independent audit of its finances and operations. Financial rating company S&P gave Tether a high-risk rating, a major red flag. Warning: owning a stablecoin that isn't independently audited comes with enormous risk. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Steer clear of stablecoin Tether. Visit tetherwarning.com to learn more. Paid for by Consumers Research.
While on your way to work tomorrow morning, join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And we are back. Let me go back to the phone, see who is there. That's you right there. Good morning on there. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. How you doing today? Oh, well, I appreciate it. I like when people love the show. That's better than hating the show. You too. Good morning on there. Fine, fine. What rule is that? Okay. 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 I appreciate that. But now that's not official now. That's not coming from Cumulus Broadcasting or me. Although it may not be a bad idea. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Listen, I really don't care what they do up there, to tell you the truth. Let's talk about Montgomery. I don't give a crap what they do up there. What? Mm-hmm. I hear you. Okay. Okay. Well, you just well, you can send the word out. You can send the word out to. Well, you want me to call the coach? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he can't help who. Right, but wait a minute. He can't help who puts his name in something. They don't work for Trump. But that's that people get. Wait a minute. I go on Facebook. Wait a minute. I go on Facebook often because people keep putting my names on things. Okay, doesn't mean okay. Again, as long as I didn't fall out. Okay, see you later. As long as I didn't fall out the helicopter with him, I'm good. 9:48 in the morning. Get money on there. I mean, sooner y'all gonna realize that we. Okay, what's up? Okay then. All right then. I don't know what's going. I know Alabama did Auburn win. They lost the game, but that's okay. Notre Dame won. So Notre Dame is what 2-1, 3-1, or something like that. Anyway. Also, we all know what happened. What happens? What happened? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get to this today, and I'm going to do this tomorrow. We're going to talk about the founders. What was their intent of gun ownership? And now it's changed. That intent has changed depending on which Supreme Court justice or which Supreme Court we have in setting that are sitting. Of what the Second Amendment was about. But I'm here to tell you, there's no way in the world that logic and reason would tell me that the Supreme Court wanted everybody to walk around with a gun. And no, even back in the old days, I can kind of understand it because they lived in the wilderness, we were selling the country, and so everybody needed the country. The British would keep coming, trying to come over here and give us taxes hell out of them, not us, stuff like that. So I'm just saying, there's no way you're going to convince me that they want kids and grandma and everybody else walking around with a gun in 2024. Okay, I just no, I just can't, and I just no, I will never ever believe that. Okay, Never. Anyway, and I'm going to try to get this young man on. The young man who, if you're listening to me, Killer, try to get this guy on. The young man named, he was on America's Got Talent, and he lives in Montgomery. As a matter of fact, he's 15 years old, and what his last name is Reed, R-E-I-D. If anybody knows how we can reach out to them, yeah, I want to talk to him. What's his name? Reed Wilson. As a matter of fact, on American Got Talent. Great. The guy sung a song that made me say, "Whoa, whoa!" He can actually sing. Not as good as me yet, but I'm too old for America's Got. No, 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 no. I'm too old for American Idol. Hey, maybe I will go on America's Got Talent. Where do I hang up? But anyway, I want to get this guy, Killer. His name is Reed. Reed Wilson, I believe, R-E-I-D Wilson. We want to get him on the show, and him and I are going to do a duet. Okay, we're going to see which one of us got the greatest voice here. Okay, I'm just saying. So get him on the show. Let's get. I forgot. I don't know what school he goes. So if he's probably homeschooled, considering he carried himself with such proper mannerisms. Now another one. It seems that the police say that 911 did not notify them of a pedestrian collision. The Montgomery Police Department is now investigating a last Tuesday traffic collision that resulted in a man's death, an accident that police say they were never informed about until the following day. On Wednesday, the MPD accident division was notified by the pedestrian about a pedestrian struck by a vehicle. Major Saba Coleman, a spokesman for MPD officers, went to a local hospital and made contact with Quantarius Thompson, 24, of Montgomery, who suffered from life-threatening injuries. Of course, Thompson, our prayers go out to his family, did pass away. So, yeah, we need to know why that happened. Also, last week, some veteran, was threatening the hospital, and they did a lockdown over there. The Montgomery Veterans Hospital temporarily went into lockdown last Wednesday, as a matter of fact, and launched an active shooter investigation. I kept getting it across my bulletin, but evidently that was done out of precaution. Okay, suicide prevention coordinator at the hospital received an active shooter threat about 9:34 a.m. on last Wednesday. VA leadership said the veteran on the line threatened to shoot the VA officials and then himself. He told them that he was armed with an AR-15 rifle and a .45 caliber handgun. VA Police Chief David Agee said. In response, the hospital went on lockdown for several hours. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency identified the suspect late Wednesday as 61-year-old Michael Barnett of Camp Hill. Authorities found Barnett at his residence at about noon and took him to the hospital for treatment. He was then arrested and charged with making terroristic threats and rendering false alarm to a hospital. Barnett has since been booked in the Montgomery County Jail with an $18,000 bond. Well, sorry about that, Mr. Barnett, but no one was injured. And hospital said that Aaliyah, spokesman, said findings were turned over to the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office once the investigation is complete. Whew. Well, that's a tough one. Anyway, and also let's not forget. Hold on, let me get back up here. Let's not forget our students of the week that y'all need to go out and go to the Montgomery Advertiser and and talk about that, okay? And vote for one of those students, okay? I'll give you the student name again on tomorrow, but not right now because I forgot to do my football thing here. Not that I'm not a sports commentator, but I do like high school football, okay? And the Hoover Bucks put a whooping on Prattville, really bad. But however, they did score 40-6. Smith Station got whooped like dogs, like beat dog. Opelika beat them 50-0. I always say if you play football and you're a team, you ought at least be able to get a touchdown. Here's one. Carver Wolverines 35, Dothan Highwoods 28. Outstanding for Carver Wolverines. The 1-1 there. Auburn Tigers. Now, okay, we beat Jaguars 47-0. It's a time for a changing of a new coach over there, something like that. I mean, can we win the game? 47-0. Y'all, why did y'all show up? Come on, man. Nothing? Y'all should have got a touchdown between one of them scores they got. 47-0. I know where can you call yourself a football team? Don't even win a game. Now here's a good game. They lost, but it was a good game. Okay, Percy Julian, the Phoenix, lost to Pike Road Patriots 39-35. Now that's a game. I appreciate it. See, sometimes it ain't whether you win or lose; it's how you play the game. But can you say you played at 47-0? I don't think so. But Percy Julian 35 and Pike Road Patriots 39. Good game. Keep it a good work. Wetumpka beat the Rehoboth Rebels 34-19. Park Crossing Thunderbirds got the absolute snot beat out of them 61-6. But hey, they got 2 field goals. I still say they ought to be able to get a touchdown. But 61, matter of fact, they should have just got on the bus and left. I'm just saying. What when the guy came down the field, you all laid on the ground? Really? 61-6? I would be ashamed of that. Marbury Bulldogs 7 and Valley Rams 28. Elmore County Panthers 13. Beauregard Hornets got 31. Well, at least they did get a touchdown. Okay, so that's good. I'm good with that. All right. Good morning. Anyway, Elmore County Panthers 13. Beauregard Hornets at 31. Anybody else? Jemison 28. The Sipsey Valley Bears 40. And here's one, Demopolis 41, Selma St. 0. Okay, just, everybody. Oh, here's a great one right here, though. Catholic Knights. I don't know if that's Montgomery or not. Beat somebody 63-6. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I asked him to do something more. I asked him to do something more controversial, so I got a reason to get on him. But yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. All right. Now that's true too. True. Hey, listen, I'm running out of time. Right quick. Let me get in right here. Good morning. You got about 30 seconds. Yeah, probably will. Yeah. Yeah. All right then. A couple more scores, then we're gonna call it a day. St. James Trove 35, Talladega Tigers 12. Well, at least they scored. That's a good one. I don't know who Pace is. Andalusia, they beat Andalusia 42-13. BTW Tuskegee Golden Eagles. I guess that's a high school of 41, and they beat the Cleburne Tigers 14. Okay, that's about it. Oh, Thomasville, yeah, they got whooped 62. They beat Wilcox 62-6. Listen, any football team ought to be able to get a touchdown. Come on, Cameron. MA Eagles 41, Northside Methodist Knights 16. All right, good stuff there. Good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. The good Lord says the same. Bye.
It's Monday. Tragedy strikes in the Magic City. 4 people dead, several others injured after a mass shooting in Birmingham Saturday night. Birmingham police announced the names of 3 of the 4 victims. Police say the shooting wasn't random, but a targeted attack. New information in the case of a deadly hit and run last week. Police say MPD was never notified by 911 about the fatal traffic crash that took the life of 24-year-old Quantarius Thompson. A car ran a red light on Norman Bridge Road Tuesday, hitting and killing him. Police located the man they believe is responsible, but haven't said what charges he may face. All eyes on the tropics. Our meteorologists are monitoring an area of interest in the Caribbean Sea that could develop this week. For updates and the latest, download the free WSFA First Alert weather app. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your Monday morning headlines.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI-AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. The Justice Department says the man accused in the apparent golf course assassination attempt earlier this month against former President Trump wrote a note months ago saying he intended to kill Trump. It was in a box Ryan Routh left with a person who's not been publicly identified. CBS's Manuel Bajorquez.
That person did not open it until after the security incident happened on the 15th of September. And there, according to this person, was a handwritten note that the prosecutors alleged was from Routh saying that this was an attempted assassination. And he said, quote, "I failed you," and was offering $150,000 to anyone who can complete the job.
A detention hearing is set for today in Florida for the suspect. Officials in Birmingham, Alabama, are pleading with the public for information on Saturday night's mass shooting outside a night spot. They're offering rewards now totaling $100,000. 4 people were killed in the attack, others wounded. Police Chief Scott Thurman.
12 of the victims that were injured have been released from the hospital. There are still 5 that are currently in the hospital as of today.
Overseas, there have been new Israeli